Hello everybody and welcome to this video. I'm an aviation expert for the last 15 years, training the flight crews and the cabin crews all over the world. And recently I saw the video of the Ryanair having the decompression. And then I went to the comment section and I was surprised when people were saying that, oh, why the cabin crew were sitting in their jump seats and were not helping to the passengers. Let's get into this. So first of all, decompression is very, very dangerous thing on board the aircraft. What the Ryanair experienced was the rapid decompression. So basically, during the rapid decompression, all the things which were not fixed were supposed to be sucked out. Also, during the decompression, there is a TUC, time of useful consciousness. If you're flying around 35,000 feet, your time of useful consciousness is approximately 45 seconds. What does it mean? That means that you have more or less 45 seconds to react with a clear mind on what to do. After 45 seconds, no, you will not die, but the brain will start lacking of the oxygen, and then you just simply cannot perform even the simplest task. What to do? You cannot think. You are in euphoria. For you, everything looks beautiful and nice, even though the aircraft is falling down. Let's understand one thing, that in the airlines, we have great amount of SOPs, which is standard operating procedure. Also, we have a procedures for the emergencies, like decompression. So me seeing the cabin crew during this stage sitting on the jump seat and with their masks on, they do exactly what they were supposed to do. First of all, they don't know at which level they are flying. Luckily, they were flying at around 15,000 feet, which the TUC is greater than at 35,000 feet. So what does normal SOP says during the decompression? Once decompression occurred, the first two actions has to be implemented. Find the nearest seat, sit down, strap yourself, put the oxygen mask on. Instruct others to put their oxygen mask on. During this stage, while they are sitting in the cabin crew heads, many things are rushing through, which is, first of all, if we are feeling the descent. So most of the SOP says that during decompression, once you sit down, put your oxygen mask on, in certain amount of seconds or minutes, you should start feeling the descent. If you don't feel the descent, you need to contact the pilots and make sure that they're still okay. Also, during this stage, the cabin crew is waiting for the commands from the flight deck, like, for example, cabin crew emergency descent. And they cannot stand up and walk around the cabin until the other command, like cabin crew safe altitude or something like this. Once they have the permission or the follow-up command that we are at the safe altitude, then the cabin crew has exact procedure what to do. First of all, they need to check themselves and the colleagues. Then they have to check the aircraft for the potential damage. They need to check the pilots if they are still okay. And at the last point, you need to help the passengers. Again, not all the cabin crew will come to the passenger after that. Maybe one or two. The rest of them, they have, again, the procedures like going into the flight deck, getting a needs briefing. What is needs briefing? Nature, intentions, time, and special. So nature, what happened? Intentions. What are the pilot intentions? Time. In how many minutes we will land? And special. Is it prepared emergency landing or not? After that, the cabin crew has to come and it has to instruct the rest of the cabin crew. If there is an emergency landing, then they have to prepare the whole cabin. Don't forget that there is 4 cabin crew on board the aircraft and there is 180 passengers. The main goal is land the airplane as quick as possible, as safe as possible, and do not have any more injuries. So this cabin crew is focused not just on one specific passenger, but they're focused on 180 people, which is on board. Now, what could happen if, let's say, the cabin crew, whenever they're helping this passenger during the flight, something happens to them, and then they cannot regain the consciousness, and then the aircraft is landing, and then upon the landing, something happens, and people has to evacuate. The aircraft has to be evacuated in 90 seconds with a half exits available. It will take time for the people to react to open the door. It will take time people to open the door. What if this door is not possible to open? What to do? What if there is a fire on one door, but there is no fire on another? If they will open the door, where is the fire might come inside. So it is very important for the cabin crew to stay focused during all of this and not to get incapacitated just because they still have to take care for the rest 180 passengers. So in my point of view and aviation's point of view, the cabin crew did exactly what they were supposed to do and exactly what they were trained for. Incidents, accidents still happen, but crews are trained to handle. And I think this crew, pilots and the cabin crew, they managed the situation perfectly and according how they were supposed to do. Thank you so much for your time.